This is the 3DS I got 15 years ago for Christmas. This was my favorite handheld console as a child. I brought this thing everywhere with me. I played it for a ton of hours. As you can see, it's well loved, well used. I used it, I abused it, and I absolutely loved it. But for the last 15 years or so, it's just been sitting in my drawer. But lucky for it, I'm on the hunt to find the best everyday carry retro handheld, and I think the 3DS is going to be a great option. But some people might ask, why the 3DS in 2026? First off, just look at the form factor. This thing is smaller than most phones these days. You can throw it in a pocket, throw it in any bag, and you won't even notice this thing is there. Pop it open, and this thing is actually a decent gaming experience with comfortable controls. This thing is going to be super great for everyday carry, as you can just pop it open, pop it closed when you're done, throw it in a pocket. You can open it back up, resume your game at any time. You don't have to do long gaming sessions on this thing. You can just pop it open when you want, play it when you're ready, put it away when you're done, and I think it's going to be perfect. The vast library on the 3DS is just incredible. This thing has so many great games. Mario Kart 7 is still one of my favorite racing games to this day. Super Mario 3D World was super impressive for its time, and the vast library of 3DS and DS games are just endless, with some classics that hold up to this day. Mod support and the emulation scene have also made the 3DS in 2026 a great experience. You can emulate anything from NES to N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced. You can play it all on the 3DS, and there's even some PC ports that are available on the 3DS now as well. So there's just a vast library of great games that you can play on the 3DS in 2026. So the plan is to carry the 3DS with me every single day for a week to test out how the games have held up, how the 3DS as a console has held up, and test out all the features and how they compare in 2026. As you can see, my console from 2011 hasn't been cleaned up in a long time. Let's get this thing cleaned up and ready for everyday carry. A little bit cleaner than it was, and I think it's ready to go. So for the next week, I'm going to be using this original 3DS dock right by my bed, so I can just put it on here, throw the 3DS on the dock, charge it overnight, grab it back when I need it, and it's ready to go. Why is it not charging? Do I have to go and find another one? Let's hope this one works. Alright, so we got the dock, throw the 3DS on it when it needs to charge overnight, grab it whenever I want. I think this will be perfect. Alright, so I spent the last week with the 3DS, and honestly, it's been a ton of fun. I've been revisiting some of my childhood favorite games like Mario Kart 7, which still holds up incredibly to this day. I really love the 7 item, where you get every single item spinning around you that you can use. It has a really unique flair that not a ton of Mario Kart games have. To me, it has one of the best map selections in all of Mario Kart history. My favorite always being Coconut Mall when I was a kid, but there's also a ton of great 3DS original maps that still are incredible to this day. Another game I was surprisingly really into was Mario Golf. I've been really into golf recently, and Mario Golf is surprisingly an incredible golf game. Each character has its own unique playstyle and skill set, and it makes it a really fun and unique challenge. The different courses on it are refreshing, and I think it's a really good game overall. I think Nintendo did a great job making a fun golf experience, but also making it fun and goofy for everyone to enjoy. A game from my childhood that I revisited recently that was a ton of fun was Super Mario DS. As a child, I didn't really play a ton of the mini games, so playing something like Luigi's Poker as an adult was a ton of fun. And of course, the game itself, Super Mario Bros, has held up incredible to this day. I really love the concept of just opening up the 3DS, playing a few levels, closing it, and coming back to it later. I think Nintendo did a great job of making the levels short, but they don't feel too short, so you can play them in quick succession, but they don't feel like it's a cut down game at all. One that I never really played a ton as a child, but it's been a lot of fun to revisit, is LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars. I recently just watched the Clone Wars series again, and it's been a ton of fun to revisit those levels in LEGO form. I really think each level in each world has a really unique style to it that not a ton of LEGO games is able to capture like it does. It does a great job recreating the vast characters and world building that the show has to offer, and I really enjoyed playing through some of my favorite episodes in LEGO form. So I have a ton of childhood memories with my 3DS. I got mine back in 2011. I played it almost every single day, and I loved it a ton. The 3DS was actually one of my first cameras as a child, and I really loved the ability to just take it anywhere with me, snap a picture, snap a video. I also really enjoyed the stop motion animation feature on it. I made quite a few different stop motions animations as a child with it, with my Legos and different paper animations. Some of the fond memories I have with the 3DS is just playing it with some of my friends socially. A lot of my friends actually had a 3DS back in the day, and it was a ton of fun to share our games together, play games on the bus, and I really loved that social aspect of it. I also really like Street Pass. I remember just taking it anywhere with me on a road trip anytime I'd go in the car and just see if I could get different people on there. It was a ton of fun and was something super unique to the 3DS. But what does it actually you'd like to everyday carry in 2026. I really love the concept of just closing the 3DS, opening it back up, and resuming exactly where you were. It's a concept that works so well in the fast-paced world of 2026. The 3DS fits really easily in a jacket pocket or in a bag. From my experience, it doesn't fit too well in a regular pocket, but you definitely can still pocket it. But it's still super easy to take with you wherever you want to go. Something I really enjoy that Nintendo focused on a lot with the 3DS is really incredible, high-quality, short gaming experiences. A lot of the games have been crafted for really incredible 10 to 15 minute play sessions and are really easy to pick back up and resume anytime you want. I really love just how accessible the games are to play no matter how much time you have to play them. For me, I turned the 3D off completely. I really did kind of like the 3D as a child, but as an adult, I don't really love the gimmick anymore. Some games do take advantage of it, but from my experience, you don't really lose out on anything by turning it off. Modding it in 2026 has never been easier. You can really easily throw some homebrew on this thing and load it up with a ton of games. I found myself really getting down the rabbit hole of really enjoying just stuffing the 3DS with as many games as I could. The emulation on it was pretty good, and the SNES titles that I tried to run on it worked flawlessly. Something that's also been a lot of fun is just carrying around this little game case with me. I've had this thing for years. Just throw in a few of your favorite games, throw it in your bag, and you have them always accessible. Even though my console is loaded up with a ton of games from homebrew, I still really like the feeling of swapping them out physically. My 3DS also had incredible battery life over the time I tested it. 5 hours seemed pretty standard for my unit, which means that I could go a few days without having to charge it. I was often playing intensive titles like Mario Kart 7, and I never ran into any time where I thought it was going to die on me. When the red light indicator comes on, you have quite a while to get it on the charger, and I never had any problems with it dying on me when I was in the middle of a game. The standby on it is also incredible. You can just leave it on and close for as long as you'd like, it feels like, and you can just come back to it and it has almost the same battery life, which is something Nintendo absolutely perfected with the DS line. Overall, I think the 3DS is incredible in 2026. I really love the concept of just grabbing the 3DS, popping it open, and playing for a short session. We live in an era of doom scrolling and constant social media use, so having something to use your time a little bit more intentionally feels nice. You can just pull a 3DS out of your pocket, put it away when you're done, and you don't have to think too much about it. You don't have to lose your time to an algorithm. You can play something you really enjoy and have a good time. In my experience, the games still hold up great. All of the games I played were a ton of fun, and none of them felt outdated at all. Some of them are really surprising that they came out back in 2011, and they still hold up really well in my opinion. And the battery life honestly made it a really great option for me to carry every day. I didn't have to charge it all the time. I would just plop it on the dock that I had when I needed to, and it was done. I really didn't have to think about charging it at all. Overall, I think it was a really good experience and something that I would recommend to anybody looking for an everyday handheld. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, check out this video I made recently about me finding my favorite childhood DSi on the end card right now.